Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. They said the palace, of, the lion of Odua has scattered. The lion is upset. In fact, the kind of anger that is going on right now is something that he does not even know where to start. They said information reached them that Ebony's uncle went to Oyo to go and render their unreserved apology to the Alaafin of Oyo over what has been going on. And they went there representing the Lion of Odua. In the interest of those who do not know what has been going on, there was a chieftaincy title that the Lion of Odua, was said to have given. And the Oyo king said that it does not fall under the jurisdiction of the Lion of Odua. And he gave the Lion of Odua 48 hours to withdraw that chieftaincy title, which the Lion of Odua had ignored up until now. And issues are really spiraling into something really big. Everybody's wondering, and in fact, stakeholders have called on, well-meaning, Odua sons and daughters across the globe to also intervene to see how they can bring peace between these two kings. But it doesn't look. It might be quiet, but tension is growing higher by the day. That's when the crisis began. The Lion of Odua and the, Alaafin of Oyo exploded over the chieftaincy title matter. Nobody thought, Ebony's name would even enter it. But now the situation has scattered in a way that dragged her family into the crossfire, leaving the Lion of Odua more furious than ever. Here's what happened if the information is correct. They said the Lion of Odua conferred a chieftaincy title recently, and that single act lit up Yoruba land. The Alaafin of Oyo immediately rose, giving the Lion of Odua 48 hours to revoke it, claiming only the Alaafin had authority over such a pan-Yoruba title. The Lion Palace, dismissed the ultimatum as an empty threat, but the matter was already on fire. Elders were divided. Cultural groups were releasing statements, and everyone was asking who truly holds the authority in Yoruba land. The Lion of Odua as the spiritual father of the race, or the Alaafin as the traditional custodian of Oyo power. Now, in the middle of that tension, we have the Ebony's uncles shock everyone. Instead of standing with the Lion of Odua who had honored their daughter, they stormed Oyo to see the Alaafin. They went there apologizing, begging, trying to distance themselves from the Lion's decision as though the Lion had erred. That was the moment everything scattered in the palace. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Delara. I bring you fresh and spicy gist from the source. And still on the royals. How are you guys doing? I appreciate you so much. I love you. Thank you so much for always being there. Thank you. I appreciate you guys a great deal. Now, if you're here and you're yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. And do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. They say the Lion nearly brought down the palace with anger. His words were heavy. He kept asking who sent them, who are they representing? Did I call them to go and speak on my behalf, or are they speaking as if I, the Lion, have wronged the Alaafin? How dare they? Elders could not calm him. Some elders stormed out of, the palace chamber, shaking their heads, saying this is not just family betrayal. It is a deliberate attempt to humiliate the Lion in front of the whole Yoruba nation. The betrayal is deep because this is happening at the very time the Lion is already clashing openly with the Alaafin to see Ebony's blood relative in Oyo Palace. Apologizing is like giving the Alaafin more ground to claim. Look, even your people are acknowledging my supremacy. That is what The lion cannot stand. To him, this is not about Ebony anymore. It is about loyalty. Ebony's people standing with, the lion of Odua all have, they're quietly aligned with the Alaafin of Oyo. That happens to be the question that is on everyone's mouth. They said Ebony herself quickly denied involvement. She washed her hands off it completely, saying she knew nothing about her uncle's move. She insisted she respect, the lion, and she would never undermine him. But the palace is restless. The lion is not questioning her word directly, but he is asking a bigger question. If those closest to the people he honors can run to Oyo and kneel, then who else in this palace is sacredly giving allegiance to another throne? That has been the question on the lion's mind. They said the palace scattered, or chiefs were shouting, voices were raised, tempers flared. Some accused the uncles of cowardice, saying they only went to Oyo because they were afraid of the Alaafin's trade. Others believe it was a calculated betrayal, an attempt to play both sides to benefit from the lion's favor while also securing the Alaafin's protection. Either way, the lion sees it as a dangerous line that has been crossed. This is not a small thing that has been going on. Remember, this supremacy battle is not small. The Alaafin believes that the Lion of Odua overstepped by giving out a title that goes beyond his jurisdiction. The Lion of Odua believes no one can dictate to him whom he can honor because his throne is the source of Yoruba culture. For Ebony's family to dive into that fire and pick the Alaafin side through apology is like throwing salt into an open wound. That is what the elders are saying in the palace, if this information is correct. They said the full weight of this crisis is now, are beginning to be seen by people. It's no longer just a disagreement over a title. It's now a war of loyalty and betrayal, a test of which stool commands respect in Yoruba land. And at the lion is not keeping quiet. His fury almost tore the palace apart. He's determined that nobody, not even the family of someone he honored, will embarrass his throne. The elders are restless. Some are advising caution, saying this is too sensitive, that Yoruba land does not need another supremacy war. Others are telling the lion not to let it slide because if he allows this kind of insult once, it will repeat again and again and again. So right now, the lion and the Alaafin of Oyo are locked in a heavy clash, and Ebony's uncle have unintentionally or deliberately made themselves pawn in the game. The palace is in uproar. Loyalty is being tested, and Ebony's caught in the middle crying. She knows nothing about what is going on. Yes, a lot of people feel like she might really know nothing about this one, but of course it is sad that of all places for this to come is coming from her own family. That's if the information is correct. Do not forget that these are all alleged rumors, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.